The M16 proved to be a revolutionary design and stands as the longest continuously serving rifle in American military history. This 5.5645mm NATO cartridge has gained widespread acceptance and has not only become the NATO standard, but also the standard assault rifle round in much of the world. The AK-47 has also been used by numerous armed forces around the world, as well as irregular forces and insurgencies throughout the world. It is a select-fire 7.62 by 39mm air-cooled, long-stroke-piston gas-operated, magazine-fed rifle with a rotating bolt. It was designed to be a simple, reliable automatic rifle that could be manufactured quickly and cheaply using mass production methods. Both these Cold War-era rifles have been used in conflicts both large and small since the 1960s. As a result, they've been the subject of countless comparisons and endless debate. So now let's check out which is better between the two. Number 1. Size and weight. The majority of modern AK-style rifles are lighter, AKM models made of stamped steel. With larger barrels, better sights, and more durable furniture, the M16A2 is heavier and slightly longer than the original. Earlier versions of the AK employed wood furniture, the type and density of which causes the AK's weight to vary, whereas the M16 and current models of the AK use synthetic materials which have consistent weights. Ergonomics. Both weapon designs have been thoroughly tested in every climate on the planet and have proven themselves in combat for nearly 4 decades. It is much easier and faster to change magazines and get the M16 back into action than with the AK-47. This is because of a number of things, including the M16's properly positioned magazine release and bolt release buttons, flared magazine wells for quick magazine insertions, and the ability to simply insert the magazine without using the rock and lock technique that the AK-47 demands. Additionally, when changing magazines with an M16, it is simpler for the operator to maintain the strong hand on the pistol grip and sights on the target. Hence, the M16 wins here. Range and accuracy. The M16 rifle is accurate beyond description. Its light recoil, high velocity, and flat trajectory allows shooters to take headshots out to 300 meters. Newer M16s use the newer M855 cartridge, increasing their effective range to 600 meters. The AK-47's accuracy, on the other hand, has always been considered to be good enough to hit an adult male torso out to about 300 meters. The AK-47's accuracy could not be significantly improved when it comes to precise shooting, despite the greatest efforts of Soviet engineers. It was a stubbornly mediocre arm. So therefore, the M16's lighter, high-velocity 5.56 by 45mm cartridge has much better range and accuracy than the AK-47's heavier 7.62 by 39mm cartridge. Number 4. Recoil. Soldiers carrying the AK-47 and M16 are highly lethal when equipped with the right mindset, training, and practice. However, the M16 has less recoil than the AK-47 and is simpler to manage in full auto thanks to its direct impingement gas operation system, straight-line recoil design, and lower barrel. Hence, the M16 wins here again. Sights. A longer rifle barrel has the advantages of a longer sight radius, theoretically allowing a shooter to obtain a higher degree of accuracy from the improved precision of the sights alone. The M16 has a 50.8cm barrel and a 500mm sight radius, while the AK-47 has a 41.5cm barrel and a 378mm sight radius. Hence, the M16 has a better advantage here. Firepower. Both the AK-47 and the M16 are select-fire weapons capable of firing in semi-automatic and full auto, or semi-auto and 3-round burst for the later model M16s. However, the semi-auto and the 3-round burst capability of the M16A2 and M4 models have less combat capability than their predecessors, or AK-47 type rifles. This is due to the elimination of full auto mode of fire. The M4A1 and AK-47 have abandoned the 3-round burst capability and returned to the more traditional semi-automatic and full-auto modes of fire, while the M16A4 retains the 3-round burst mode. The standard magazine capacity for both the AK-47 and M16 type rifles is 30 rounds, although lower and higher capacity magazines are available for both systems. However, the single most limiting factor in terms of firepower is the amounts of ammunition that a soldier can carry. A soldier armed with an M16 can carry far more ammo than a soldier armed with an AK-47, assuming a maximum 10 kg ammo load. Terminal ballistics. A quick comparison of the two cartridges show that the heavier 7.62 by 39mm cartridge of the AK-47 penetrates significantly better than the lighter, higher velocity 5.56 by 45mm cartridge of the M16. However, it also reveals that the M16's lighter, higher velocity 5.56mm bullet has a tendency to fragment on impact, causing larger ones than the AK-47's heavier 7.62mm bullet, which does not fragment on impact. Hence, the AK-47 wins. Reliability. The AK-47 has always enjoyed a reputation for rugged reliability and a malfunction rate of 1 per 1,000 rounds fired. It uses a long-stroke gas system. The AK-47 is often built with generous clearances, allowing it to function easily in a dirty environment with little or no maintenance. This makes it reliable but less accurate, while the M16 has always had a reputation for poor reliability and has a malfunction rate of 2 per 1,000 rounds fired. The M16 lacked a forward assist, rendering the rifle inoperable when it jammed. It lacked a chromed barrel and chamber. But the newest version of the M16 in the US service is the HK-416. The HK system uses a short-stroke gas piston driving an operating rod to force the bolt carrier to the rear. The short-stroke gas piston requires less maintenance and cleaning. It reduces operating cleaning time and stress on critical components. During factory tests, the HK-416 fired 10,000 rounds in full auto without malfunctioning. Magazines. The 30-round magazines of the AK-47 have a prominent curvature that allows ammo to be fed into the chamber smoothly. These magazines are so strong that soldiers have been known to use their mags as hammers and even bottle openers. This makes the AK-47 magazine more reliable. The magazine for the M16, on the other hand, was designed to be a lightweight, disposable component. As such, it is made of pressed, stamped aluminium and was not designed to be durable. Therefore, it is easier to damage than an AK-47 magazine, and the feed lips are proportionally weaker when compared to the AK-47. The M16 originally used a 20-round magazine, which was later replaced by a bent 30-round design. As a result, the magazine follower tends to rock or tilt, causing malfunctions. Service life. The AK-47 has a service or system life of approximately 6,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 rounds. It was designed to be a cheap, simple, easy-to-manufacture assault rifle. The M16 too was designed to be a serviceable assault rifle. The M16's barrel life is approximately 15,000 rounds for standard-issue M16A4s and M4s. Cold hammer forged steel barrels such as those used on the HK-416 have service life of 20,000 to 50,000 rounds depending on the intensity of use. So guys, what are your thoughts? Which do you think is better between the two? Do let us know in the comment section below, and thank you guys for viewing in. Bye-bye.